Hello everyone, it's Mariah back with Little Earth-Steading channel, and today I kind of just want to show you some of my failures in the garden and some of my successes. Um, there has been a lot of growth, not the type of growth that I want, and a lot of um, things that have kind of like went awry, especially with my cucumbers and deer pests. So I've documented that and I've put it in the um, beginning of this video, and it's it's kind of a awakening moment for me just to wrap my head around that. Hey, I should not put things out in the garden that are not protected as of right now, like putting collards in the ground. I mean, the collards, don't get me wrong, they got huge, they're a success, like for me, but they were not protected. So they got eaten by the deer, and then so did my cabbage. The cabbage is a lot worse for sure. Um, and yeah, and then the cucumbers that I had outside, they kind of looked like that already. So they're an experiment to just put outside, see how they do, and see if they come back at all. And now I'm going ahead and starting some more cucumber seeds. I might just buy starts of like cucumbers and squash and stuff like that, but I don't know. We'll see how we go. I feel like I have um a lot more medicinal plants than I do anything else. So I may be having to start to buy some starts. And it's fine because then I'll have a way to support some local farms doing that. So that's completely fine with me. Most of these plants were an experiment, especially the ones that I started way too early, like the um, cucumbers, like the um, anise hyssop, which is doing pretty well. Just like the squash and the melons that I've started have been an experiment. So today I I have already started some cucumber seeds, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Where I'll just flip it around. And you can see that here. I've got the same varieties that I started before, just Boston pickling and dark cucumber. And I started a lot more than I did before of those, I think. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'll need that many. But if I do have more than that, or if they all come up, then I'll just give some away. Um, and these are medicinal plants that I've started. Um, I might have shown you all these things, so I won't show them again. But I've got, like, there, you can see the progress. The lemon balm is coming up really well. That's these two rows here. Oh, it's getting windy. The feverfew has come up. One pod didn't sprout, but that's okay. And then my cuttings of goldenrod, they did pretty well. One day it got a little bit too hot in here. I think I was gone, so these two died, but they were up. So it's cool to know that I can just do really short cuttings like that with the bud on it and put it in soil and root it like that. So that's really cool. And then some of the arnica has come up, like one here, one there, here, there, and there. And of course the chamomile all came up because chamomile is, for me, it seems like it's a very prolific grower. And then I actually have some plants that I listed for sale in the medicinal realm, which is cool. I've got clary sage that's ready, some yarrow, some goldenrod, some taller goldenrod, and elecampane, which got a little sunburnt, but that'll be okay. There's more leaves still coming up, so right there, so that's fine. And then, oh, this is probably bad that this is happening inside, but I've got some flowers. like some zinnias that are coming up. They're really small because they're still in these 3-inch containers, but all different types of colors, so it's kind of pretty. And then the nasturtium is starting to bloom. Really big flower on that. Looks really pretty. It looks more red in the there, but it's a lot more orange. I'm trying to see if we can see that. And then a really cool one. So the variety of nasturtium that I got is a trailing nasturtium. I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to be orange, but I'm not really familiar. So this may be an albino, or it may just be this color. It's really, really pretty. And then a bunch of basil that I'll have fun drying and cutting and sifting once that time comes. But for now, I've been just harvesting it. I've just been harvesting it fresh and putting it in like pasta or, fun things like that. Cooking with it. And then a lot of anise hyssop. That is all going to be listed for sale when they're ready. Some are a little bit puny. These, though, these could totally... These ones, that one, they're kind of getting eaten up by slugs or something. I think it's slugs. Kind of looks like slug damage. But that's okay. I might just go grab some of our dog's fur and put it around for the slugs. Yeah, they're trying to eat over there too, so. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do with these tomatoes, but it's kind of fun growing them in the greenhouse, because look at this. I'm starting to get tomatoes in my greenhouse. And a lot of, I think these are the Supremo variety. And then there's also some beefsteaks that have been starting to come up. You can see that. And yeah, like, look at this. Like, well, I think the eggplant will be okay as long as I get them out. Probably, I think next week, early next week is gonna be the time that I put some stuff outside, because it'll be overcast. Last night we had a frost, and I think that was probably the last frost that we could ever encounter, hopefully. But yeah, so I am planning to put out most of my stuff next week, early in the week, and hopefully, and also just cover them all. So or just have like hoops over them where it's easy to cover them once that time comes, if they do need to be covered. So yeah, let's get started on starting some squash and melons again. So I am picking varieties right now. And I'm also deciding that I'm going to start some beans too. So I think what I'm going to do is start beans indoors, so in the greenhouse. And then probably like in a couple of weeks, I'll be able to put them outside. Or maybe I just start them outside. I just don't want the birds. We have a lot of blue jays here, so I don't want the birds to just be picking at them. So I think I'll just start them inside today. And I'm going to start just one variety for this year and grow a ton of that variety. So then I can actually have a good harvest of one variety, and then do the same thing with another variety next year. So then I can harvest more of one variety than just a little bit of each every year. So what I've got here that I'm going to plant today is some Grande Rio Verde, which is a tomatillo, the Blacktail Mountain Watermelon, and I'm deciding to do these because they have a shorter days to maturity. So I figure if I start them now, I might still be able to harvest some watermelons. Honey nut squash, yellow scallop, and then I might do this Mayflower bean. this year just to see how that grows. Because I've never eaten a Mayflower bean, but I love all beans, so I'm sure it will be good. Okay, so I filled up my tray that I'm going to use. I'm just going to use a plug tray because it's getting really close to time to start putting stuff in the garden. So I'm just going to use the plug trays because the next time I pot them will be in the garden, I think. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to start, I'm probably going to do 5 of each. Let's start with the Blacktail Mountain Watermelon. And open it. And I'll just see you guys on the other side. Hello everyone, this is Editing Mariah here, and I just realized I didn't do a proper sign off on this one. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.